Alright team, we're carrying on with our review of our prelim examination, and we are looking at this question 5 here. This is obviously a bit of circular measure. Can I just remind you guys that when you're doing circular measure you do need to use radians. That is really kind of expected at this level. Now we've got a diagram showing a cord that goes around a pulley and a pin. The pulley being obviously the circle and the pin being at point P. We've got a radius of 5, a thickness of the cord, and the size of the P can be neglected. So the pin P is 13 centimeters vertically below O, and points P and A and B are on the circumference of the circle, such that A and B are tangents. So we've got a 90-degree angle here. That's nice. The cord passes over the major arc AB. So when it says major arc, it's talking about this bit here. That is the major arc AB. Okay, and under the pin, such that the cord is taut, and we've got to calculate the length of the cord. Okay, so basically the cord is this. I'll highlight it. It's the major arc AB, and then it goes down here, and then it goes up here. Okay, brilliant. So what I think we're going to do at this point is we're going to find AP, which is also equal to BP. Okay, you can see those are equal, and we know that we have a triangle here, and so we've got 13 squared minus 5 squared equals AP squared, and therefore AP equals, now if you just chuck that into your calculator, you've got 169 minus 25, which is 144, so you see that AP is 12. So we know that this here and this here are 12. Now, the next thing that we need to do is find this purple bit here that I'm terribly shading around there, right? That bit there, like the ice cream bit. Okay. Well, to do that, we need to know what this angle here is, right? Because that angle there, we can then use our arc length formula, or r theta. Okay, well, how are we going to find that? Well, given that we've got these right-angled triangles here, we could perhaps find this angle using the right-angled triangle, double it, to get this bit here, and then subtract from 2 pi, because 2 pi is the whole circle. Okay, let's just draw out the triangle that we're looking at here. Okay, there's our 13, we've got our 12 here, we've got our 5 here, and we're looking for the angle between the 5 and the 13, so this here, theta. We could use tan if we want, couldn't we? So we could go tan theta is equal to the opposite, which would be the 12 over the hypotenuse. Make sure your calculator is set to radians, and I'm getting 1.176. I'm going to save that unrounded number. I'm going to double it. So I would say angle AOB, and I'll call it obtuse angle AOB, equals 2.3520, blah, blah, blah. Therefore, reflex angle, which is the one we want, is equal to 2 pi subtract 2.352, blah, 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 okay? I would be using my unrounded numbers, obviously, in the calculator. So what do we get for this 2? Just turn the jolly calculator off. 2 pi minus that gives me 3.93117, etc., etc. Okay. At this point, I can say major arc AOB equals r theta equals 5 times 3.93117, etc., etc., equals 19.6557, blah, blah, blah. Right, and therefore, total length equals 12 times 2, that's this bit and this bit, plus, and the major arc, which we said was 19.65, blah, 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 plus 19.65587, blah, 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 equals, and I'm getting to 3 significant figures as my final answer, 43.7 centimeters. And that is the final answer. Now you might be wondering, what were some of the common errors for this question? So let me tell you. Well, a lot of people didn't use radians, and I didn't ping them for that in this particular case, but you should really be using radians, and I can't guarantee you won't be pinged in the actual exam, so try to use radians. Okay, some people, I think, managed to get the lengths of 12 that we have over here. They got that and that, but they struggled to figure out how they could get the arc, this bit here, the arc AB, right? They weren't quite sure how do we get this here, and went into all sorts of crazy ideas about that. So I'm not quite sure what happened there for some people. Maybe misinterpreting the question is potentially what happened. Yes, I didn't see a lot of, in some cases I didn't see people figuring out what these angles here, AOP and POB were, and there's no way you can find this major arc unless you've figured out what those are, because you have to know those to figure out this angle here. Alright, well I hope that kind of makes sense to you guys. If you're still not sure and you need some clarification, write an email or a question, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. Alright, take care.